Oh, good morning, everybody. Hope y'all doing well. Good morning, Facebook and Twitch and Periscope and what else? YouTube. What up? In Clubhouse, everybody. Good to see everybody this morning. Oh man. So today is about late starts, but I want to, at least present to you is about late starts. People start late, you know. You ever woke up and you got to the office and you said, "Man, I'm so sorry. I got a late start today." That ever happened to you? Man, I got a late start. That happens, getting a late start. That's real. That's not just for mornings when you're on your way to work or on your way to church or whatever meeting you had to go to, getting your kids to school. You can get a late start in life, you know. And when you start off late, you feel as though that you should be where everybody else is. Like you should automatically be where everybody else is. But the truth of the matter is you started late. It's impossible for you to be where everybody else is because they've been doing it for a while and you just started. You started late. Starting having a late start, getting a late start, it doesn't mean that you'll never get there. And it doesn't mean that you're in a bad position. It just means that you're started after everybody else. So maybe you started investing late. I got a late start. I got a late start. That's true. People get late starts. you know, um, you didn't start investing when everybody else did because you didn't have the money. Maybe you blew off your 20s and you're trying to make up for it. You didn't start trading. You didn't start looking at the markets until where have you been? All of your other friends have been doing this. You haven't done this. You can get a late start. And I just want to comfort you that starting late doesn't mean that you finish late. Starting late just means that you started late. You could still get to your destination. You could still get to the meeting. If you start late, you could still get the kids to school on time. If you start late, you could still get to your meeting on time. If you start late, you could still get there on time. Hey, and even if you get there just a little bit after things get going, it doesn't mean that you'll miss everything. You won't miss everything. Relax. You know what happens when people start late? They get in a rush. So they don't drive as well. So they get into accidents. They get in a rush, so they don't pack everything for the kids. So when the kids get to school, they don't have the homework. You ever been on a rush before and you forget something along the way? Take yourself away from that mentality. You're not in a rush. You started late. Take yourself out of the rushing mentality, though. Mm-mm, no need to rush. I'm not going to rush. I'm going to still take my time because I know that my end is certain no matter what. Success is there for me no matter what. I can take my time. I can breathe. I don't have to be hurried. I don't have to forget anything along the way. I don't have to put myself in danger as I move to my destination. I don't have to stress. I can go ahead, take my time, and still make sure everything, when I arrive, that'll be the time I'm supposed to get there. So I just want to tell you, don't rush. You know what I'm saying? It might be a late start, but it's all good. Understand? You might have got, to the you might have got to the game a little late, but it's all good. It's all good. You feel me? It's all good. Hey, much love to everybody that's here this morning. Man, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate you guys. Let's get to the charts, man. Let's get to the charts. Let's get to the charts. I'm going to share my screen, my entire screen. Do me a favor if you're following on Clubhouse or whatever, ping somebody in the room, and if you're following on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, do me a favor, share this live, share. I would appreciate it if you did that for me. Thank you. We are trading, aren't we? 158.19, 158.20. All right, so my I do the same thing every day, man. Let's not even play ourselves. Let's go to the ZB and figure out what's going on first, and then after that, I'll take my talents to the S&P 500, and then that'll be that. So here we are. Am I connected to data? I believe I am. Yeah, I am. Okay. Good. This is a little ugly little overnight, isn't it? It's an ugly little overnight. Okay. Here we are. All right. Four most important levels of the day. The overnight low was put in at 158.01. That's a key level for the bullies. We were trading off of that all night long, all day yesterday, rather. So there we go. 158.01 comes out. Let's look at our open. Open first price traded of the day, 158.05. So the market gets 158.05, goes to the downside to 158.01, finds support, rises. All right. So once it rises, it gives us an overnight high that is right about here. Let's say 158.31. Okay. After it gets 158.31, it gets buffeted. It's down to here at about 6 a.m. It goes 158.13 down and up, ready to go. A pause. Something happens at 3 a.m. It shoots up. You see that? Kind of hangs here, reaches up one last time. That reach up makes sense if you look left. Okay, cool. Then it's pushed back down, pretty vehement too, from 31 down to 14. That's a good push. 31 down to 13. That's a really good push. 18 ticks. Nice. And then, it rises, puts on a nice little buy-in situation. That's very nice. 13s push up to 158.28. Right. And then the 28s turn back to 21s. So if we had to say, hey, what are some important levels that we should be watching inside of the range today? I'd be watching them areas where the market made a sharp turn. Okay. The areas that I'm talking about, hey, man, we got to look at, 12, 13. 12, 13 is good. You have to look at that. Hey, I also be looking at 27, 28. Pretty good places, things happen there. So that's what I'm watching. Cool. Let's go check the S&P 500 on a mid-time frame and see what it's talking about. This has got to be old. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. New info. All right, 38.08 is what they're trading over here. Yesterday, we got some really good stuff done to the downside. We got a whole lot of good information taken care of. A lot of good trading was done. We made up for a lot of lost time, and they continue to do it overnight, these guys. So there's some information I need to take off my chart. There we are. And yeah, they were progressive overnight. I would just say even just like right at the close, you know what I'm saying? The ES, the 1600 candle on the ES, that is a wacky little hour, man. Yeah. A lot of people like to trade the close and they say, oh, because it's so much movement at the close. I don't care. If a candle is moving, you can make money. You don't have to particularly trade a time of it. But time after time, day after day, the 1600 candle on the ES is it's a vicious little candle, man. A lot of stuff is done. So if I were just to try and get my 4 levels over here, I could at least get 3 of them. Because 9:30 is the market open, but I can see that we have an overnight high of 38.19.50. Overnight low is 37.75. Pretty impressive. That was put in at the what's double O hundred? How you say when it's all four zeros? 12 o'clock at night. How you say that? Somebody tell me. I say you got that 0 100. 0 100 hours. I'm going with you, Spice. 0 100 hours. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's try 0 100 hours. So yeah, we got that. Looks like the open was right off the tops too, 38.18. So pretty vehement about, getting to the downside all night. For some reason, it's right back where it was. Man, if you make the move from 38.18 all the way down to 37.78 and you come back and then you go back down and then you come back again, somebody's supporting from below. You have to be careful about that support from below. All right. Let's look left on both charts to make sure that we're in a safe spot. 37.85 still holding up. Whoever those guys are, they're the last one they have to be taken out. If they're taken out, then the whole game is over. See you at 36. See, these guys can't keep it up right here. And I don't think that they're gonna. I think that the job of the market today will be to try its best to sell off of somewhere between 38.06 and 38.17. If I had to make a guess. And I hate guessing. But if I had to make a guess, that's what I'm thinking is going on. Anybody else see anything differently? I'm not all knowing. Anybody on stage see anything differently? Man, there's some very, very dope traders that I have the pleasure of trading with every day. You know what I'm saying? I'd be hard pressed to find a better group of traders. So if anybody sees anything different, let me know what you think. And if you have any questions, go ahead and ask your questions now. This is also a great time for that. In the meantime, while everybody's getting their questions and everything together, remember that we have a lot of things going on, man. The Bond Bully community and family is growing stronger every day. I'm so humbled to serve in that capacity, leading them. And there's a group that you can join, the Building Money Machines group. If you click that greenhouse, if you follow all of these fantastic people that are on the stage, these are some great traders, great folks. So you should definitely do that. If you're on Clubhouse, if you're on Facebook, man, you should be following me. Socially, there's a lot of great announcements that I do every day, a whole lot of free education and training that has already come out. And then I'm going to go on another free training run probably next week. I just need to get a haircut. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably go on a free training run very soon. So, Drake, I see you. You said outreach team. I believe I can pull you up, Drake. I can pull you up so that you can do this. Hold on one second. Let me see. How do I do this? Drake, you say outreach team, but what is outreach team? Like, what do you have to do for outreach team? What does that mean? Give me 1 second. This is a comment coming from YouTube. Queen of Success, much love to you. I appreciate that. I'm trying to do something over here. Y'all give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. This might be cool if I can pull it off. Not sure if I can. Ken can explain. Ken, Draker said you had something about the outreach team that you wanted to explain.
Yeah, this month, with it being Women's History Month, we've been adding, the other day Draker added a woman in our Slack groups to talk about women history. So to bring up somebody that's, in the history with women, somebody that have done something. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we are adding our group, whoever want to be a part of it, just to talk, speak about, somebody, a woman that did something in history, and they can add that in the Bully Hangout. Slack. So just basically just a brief overview of, you know, what they did, you know, where they're from, you know, when they was born, and, you know, what trailblazers they do, you know, in the history for women. So that's what we are looking at doing in the month of March, with it being Women's History Month.
Okay. So yeah, Women's History Month, and we're going to be highlighting the accomplishments of women in the community. And we're asking people, Ken, if I hear you correctly, we're asking people to share their stories of the accomplishments of women. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's
so
perfect.
They can select a woman and just you know, speak about it. Just, you know, they can just add in the Slack, just so we can, like you said, highlight, you know, women. We need to highlight our queens of things that they do.
Okay, cool. Okay, that's fantastic. All right, I love it. We have a few more questions, and then, man, I'm off to the trade room. Look at Cafe Chuco says this guy looks like Kevin Hart, the older version. That's funny, man. Darius, not sure if you could have used that to profit royally from the ES. I'm not sure what that is, but much love to you, Darius. Do you probably have any thoughts on how the bond yields impacted the market with the massive sell-off on the S&P? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. We talked about that. We covered the bond yields. I did a Q&A on last Friday, Darius. If you check my YouTube, I don't know, maybe about 20 minutes in, one of my students, Kylie, asked me about the bond yields and the effect of the bond yields. Basically, if something yields more, you want to put more of your cash into it. And typically, if somebody goes to bonds, they're out of the market. When people say the market, they typically mean the indexes. So they pull their money from the indexes and puts it in the bonds. And because of that, then you have a deleveraging in the indexes. So, but I go deeper in detail on that in that other trade. How do you deal with a bad day loss? This is from Macintosh. Macintosh is from YouTube. Much love to you, bro. Drake, I see you. How do you deal with a bad day or a loss? You gotta choke it up. You gotta suck it up, man. You know, if you know how to win, everybody knows how to win. Most people. Not a lot of people know how to lose. And I'm not saying as a trader you should become a good loser, because we definitely don't want that to happen. But what we understand is that we are probability people, right? We play probabilities. We put ourselves in highly probable situations, not highly certain situations. And because of that, there is a margin of error when things don't go your way. And guess what, man? You know, if it doesn't go your way, it's fine. When I tell my students that they have a trade that works at a 90% probability, all I'm telling them is that one time out of 10 it won't work, and 10 times out of 100 it won't. That doesn't make it bad. That's still great. You know what I'm saying? In this business, if you're right 60% of the time, they put you on a throne. Literally. So, you know, you're gonna take some L's. Just make sure they're small. What you have to do is control your temper. Make sure that you're not trying to revenge trade the market. Make sure that you're not being greedy and fearful. Make sure that you have your heart cleared of doubt. Make sure that you clear any limiting beliefs that you might have. And after that, you know, reset and go for it. So that's psychology. Technically, like tactically, what do? I literally, if I take a loss, I'll do push-ups. So a losing trade is 20 push-ups. And then I want to kind of like dispel some of that energy, like that bad juju. I might dance. I might change my physical state. So I might get up and walk around. And then what I do is just wait for the next trade. Just wait for the next one. At this point, though, winning and losing a trade, they're the same thing. They're like two sides of the same coin, man. Straight up. If you win, wow. If you lose, wow. If you win, great. If you lose, great. The question is not whether you win or lose a trade. The question is, did you do what you were supposed to do when you were supposed to do it? If you lost and you didn't do what you were supposed to do when you were supposed to do it, then you did a bad thing. If you lost, but you did everything you were supposed to do when you're supposed to do it, great. If you win and you didn't do what you were supposed to do when you were supposed to do it, that's bad because you didn't win right. That's simple. Just do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. That's all. Good question. I think I have Drake. What's up? I
What's
can't.
up? Can you hear me? Can you hear me though?
Oh, hold on. Do you have volume? I think you have volume.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. What's up?
So I did want to let the ladies know, and not just the ladies. I did post something in the room where for Women's History Month, we are doing a Zoom paint and dine and wine and dine, or whatever you want to do it, on the 27th of this month. So you guys can order your picture from the link in the file, any picture you want, and we're gonna get on a Zoom and basically paint together. And
that's nice.
This is available for men and women, and we just want to support the queens. And there's pictures up there so guys can paint as well. It's not just all women pictures. So
it's
feel
in the
free to join.
already. It's
yeah,
already.
it's in the announcements folder as well as the Bully Hangout folder.
And what day are we doing the paint and vibe and stuff like that?
March 27th. So you have to have everything paid for by the 12th so she can have everything delivered to you on time.
That is beautiful. That is
so
beautiful.
We can all celebrate each other.
All right, fantastic. That's lovely. I love it. I think we're good. I think Bishop BJ, you just jumped on. Make sure that you mute your mic so you don't get that feedback sound there, bro. Yeah, I think I got one last question. Somebody asked, is the market going to be up today? Which one? If the entire market, is tough to get the entire market to go up. Are you talking about the bonds? You're talking about the S&P? What you talking about? One of them will be up for sure. Don't know which one. Oh man. Oh man, it's fantastic. Look, everybody, it's 8:25, man. I'm late for the bully stuff. We got jobs reports today. It's Thursday. We got big announcements. You already know what it is. I'm going to go hang out with the bullies, see if we can find some good trades. But I appreciate everybody's question. Thank you for everybody being present. Thank you for sharing this content and sharing the room with people and sharing the stream with people. I really appreciate that. Much love to everybody. You already know what it is. The clock on the wall says that's about all. I enjoyed y'all and had a ball with boom, boom, skeet, skeet. That's it. Your boys got a split. Y'all have a fantastic day. I'll holler back. All right. Peace.